Hello there and welcome to Concept Hunter. Today I'm going to show you 3 different games, very small games that have, a little bit of something to talk about. I went through a lot of games today and I saw a lot of terrible things that anyone that would see any 2 episodes that I've ever done of Concept Hunter, just pick 2 episodes at random and they would fix 90% of those games' problems. I mean, platformers that just do things wrong, and I just feel bad. So I chose 3 games that are very, they get to the point very quickly, and they're not very long games. They have a very specific points to them. Not necessarily that I loved them, but we're going to talk about them a little bit and just see what they actually do. Not necessarily the most unique things in the world. So first, we got Orbital Debris. Okay, silent but deadly. Up, down, move, don't get hit. That's pretty much it. It's nothing that we've never seen before, but I wanted to talk about it a little bit. First of all, I hate the control scheme, because I feel that you have so little control that it just feels a little bit bad. And here we get, okay, that's a speed boost for me, so I move a little bit faster, though it's barely noticeable. And I'm just supposed to avoid things forever. And that's it. That's what you do in this game. Now, I played it like twice or so, and I ended up dying to I don't know. I died to things I don't even know what I died to. Okay, that was a close call there. And I also have no way of... It's something really, really weird that I feel... Okay, there you go, I died. I didn't really touch that thing. I didn't really touch it. That's me. Nobody can hear you scream. Okay, and then you just play again. I didn't really touch it, but I died anyway, so it's kind of weird. It didn't feel like I lost. It felt like the game kind of screwed up, and that's something that you always want to avoid. With that said, you see that if 2 satellites bump into each other, I will get a power-up at that location. Okay? Now, how do I make two satellites bump into each other? I have no idea. I don't have that ability. That is not one of my abilities. I just have to hope that they bump into each other. I cannot affect how I get... Okay, there you go. Even the tiniest of things hit you and you die instantly. You have very little control, and the power-ups that are supposed to make the game interesting, they're completely random as far as I'm concerned, because the other satellites, only when they bump into each other, and that's not something that I have any say about, only then do they move. If I had a little bit more control, if I had a little bit of a, I don't know, gravitational pull to stuff, maybe I do have, but I haven't even seen it, some way to affect how I get power-ups, how power-ups are created, because you can go for a very long time without any, or you could get a ton very quickly, then that would make more sense to me. But as it stands right now, I have very poor control, and the game is very random. So I didn't really love how it stands right now, but you could do more things with it, okay? You can give more control, and you could do more things with it. So that's Orbital Debris. Let's move on to our next game. Yes! This one is called Ridiculous Glitching, and it's terrible! And I hate it! I have not shown the guy who's... I'm sorry, Fire Punched, but those are the people who made this. But I really hate this. I've hated every single Flappy Bird clone, and there's a million of them, and this one is so terribly... I can't even look at it, but it's so special. I mean, it's so screwed up that I had to show it. I despise it. I despise everything about Flappy Bird, because to me it's completely empty. It's devoid of anything, and it's dumb as hell. This is another stupid clone. It kind of tries to laugh about it, but bottom line, and I was hoping, let's see what they actually do. Bottom line, it's just another damn clone. And it's so terrible. So avert your eyes if your eyes are... Avert your eyes, because this is going to get very painful for your eyes. Free to play. Failed. To pay, not to play. Warning, paywall error. Hit anything to start at your own risk. Photosensitive epilepsy seizure warning. Yeah. Free to pay corrupted. Do you want to start anyways? Okay. The guys at Fire Punch are clearly having a laugh, because this is so freaking screwed up, and credits, and yeah, you apparently can play it 4 players, So let's just do W to join and also up to join. So I'll be playing with 2 players at the same time. Then you press space. And then you actually takes a bit and then you start the game. It feels everything. Okay, yeah, I can't play with 2 players. And here you can't even okay, there I restarted it with space. So you're just supposed to like avoid things like Flappy Bird. That's the only thing you could do, and you collect points by taking these. And your eyes hurt the entire time, and you're pretty much unsure of what's gonna hit you and what isn't. Very unsure of what's going to hit you and what isn't. But the one cool thing, I don't know if I'll manage to do it because this game is, I just have to wait for it. Yeah, wait. Okay. Yeah, those, how is that game over? That was supposed to be alright. I hope you're still with me and haven't, you know, gone into some kind of seizure. But if you take those, then you can actually, no, you're supposed to be able to eat them. That's what happened last time. If you take one of the pellets, then because you're Pac-Man, you become strong, and then you're capable of eating the Flappy Bird. Yeah, you're capable. They turn into Flappy Birds, and then you're capable of eating them. How do you close? Shut up. How do you make the music stop? Okay, we're just gonna close this. Move on. That was terrible. But that's another, it's just, it hurt my eyes so much that I couldn't stop playing it, and I actually played it for a little bit. But yes, please don't make any more of these. I please don't make any more of these. They try to just, it feels to me like a total meltdown of your brain. It's like, I need to make something Flappy Bird Pac-Man inducing, like, I don't know, what the hell. Stop it. Just make unique, new things. And stop cloning crap. For God's sake, stop the cloning crap. God damn it. And the last one, oh my god, I clicked it. I did not mean to do that. The last one, we're gonna play Da Boy, because I like saying Da Boy, but it's Dub Boy. And dub stands for dubstep, which I don't like at all. I'm fine with people who do. I don't like dubstep at all, so I don't know why I'm playing this. But I did want to comment about it a little bit. It's a platformer. It's pretty much an endless platformer. And I want to commend a couple of things. And, okay, we're going to make it shut up, which takes about 90% of the game out because it's dubstep, and that's part of the whole point. But we're still going to take it out. This is the one more serious game that I think, because the first game was serious, second game was not serious. This game, I'm a bit more serious here. So this is a platformer. We're just going to play the game. You have to click here to start. The reason is because you use the mouse in order to move, which is weird. Why would you do it with the mouse and not with the keys? I usually despise this. It kind of works here, but I would still prefer using the keys, the arrow keys, and not the mouse. Okay, it's really odd with the mouse. So you move it here, and you move it here, you move it around, so it follows you. Click to jump, and you do have a double jump. And you can, if I jump and leave it, it just jumps. But if I hold it a little bit, then it stays for a little bit. So you have a little bit of leeway with that. And that's pretty much what you do in the game. You just go. Okay? It remains incredibly monotone. Not referring to the dubstep. It stays like this. This is basically it. And the red stuff that come at you, and if you die, you just continue. So there's no real penalty for death. And you can see at the bottom there's progress 4%, right? This comes out randomly. I don't know why it's not always on, but it does go away. I died because I was trying to look at it. But it does go away, and then see, it goes away and then comes back at random times. I don't know why it's not always there. The thing is that it's way too long. What the game basically does, it's procedurally generated. It's procedurally generated as it goes along, and the amount of things that it can actually do, the amount of structures that you can see as it is procedurally generated, is very large. I mean, there's a lot of different things. Sometimes you see them repeating, which is something you need to work on. You need to make sure that something won't repeat itself until at least 5 other things have done, and I know it's a little bit of a hassle, but there's a lot of things. There's a very large amount of things, which is really cool and would mean that you don't feel that the level is repetitive. On the other hand, however, 100%, oh, paused, okay. 100%, okay, we're at 19. It takes a very, very long time. It's way too long, I think. It is way too long, and I don't understand why. You could have had such a great procedurally generated game because you have so many structures that could go into the procedurally generated stuff. You really have a very large amount of them, but then the game drags on and on and on and never actually changes, and it does become repetitive, which is quite unfortunate. Now, there's a shit ton of things that you could have done to make the gameplay more interesting. You know, right now we only have this power, and it doesn't change. This is it. This is completely it. There's a lot more things that you could do. I like the bass. Not the dubstep bass, not the musical bass. I like the bass, B-A-S-E, okay? The basis. I like the basis of the game. And what really surprised me is that I don't mind the mouse. It's actually, it works pretty well. The system that you had with a little bit of float there, what it is just a little bit of float, is actually pretty good. The fact that you don't start from the beginning every time or something like that and just keep on going is kind of nice and gives you a sense of progression. And I actually finished it because I wanted to see if there was anything at the end. There wasn't. And it's just, it's kind of, what I'm trying to say, it's kind of empty of content, and I wish there was more. I wish there was more. Specifically, I hate dubstep, but that's beside the point. Because the dubstep, it's not a musical game, okay? It's not a rhythm-based game. Those are usually called. It's not. It's a game that has dubstep in the background. That's it. And I expected it to be a rhythm game, but it isn't. I don't know why, but that's just the decision that they made. The bass here is really good. And I want to see more because I want to explore the control scheme. That's the biggest thing for me here. I want to explore the control scheme of the mouse because I didn't hate it, and I always hate it. I always hate it. So it's a good experiment. I want you to do more. I'd love it if you do more. I mean, I speak like a teacher. I'd like you to do more. I would like to see more, is what I'm saying. I like the control scheme, and you could work on it more. You could choose other music that isn't dubstep. But yeah, whatever. So that's the boy. And I also really enjoy saying the boy because I'm an idiot. So, okay, is a really bad episode today. I apologize. It's just, some of the other games are just terrible. Okay, Orbital Debris is by Funstorm. Work on that one. Ridiculous Glitching is by Fire Punched. I hate you guys. Or if you're one person, I hate you specifically. But don't take offense, please. We're all in good spirit here. And Oleg Antipov did the boy, which really surprised me with the mouse that I didn't hate it. It actually worked. Really, really surprised me. I love the system of the floating, okay? So that's really good stuff. And that's it for Concept Hunter for today. Instead of giving you one interesting game, I give you 3 interesting games. Yes, that's it for today. Thank you so much for watching as usual, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.